Welcome to the Creation of Joy. My name is Nir Peretz. I'm at the Nandini Jungle Resorts. Behind me you can see the volcanoes of Bali and the rice fields. And today I want to talk about the Balinese Society. So I feel very privileged to live here at the moment in a very, very unique time of Bali. So the Balinese Society is an unusual society in the way that they have a very unique version of Hinduism. Their culture is very deep and comprehensive, and it goes back a long way. The special time now is that this very beautiful society is going through a transformation. The transformation is from farming society into a middle class society. So we are here experiencing a very unique timeline where the whole society is transforming. The main industry here is hospitality, and basically where in the past everybody was involved mostly in farming, now more and more people are involved in the hospitality, and the lifestyle is somewhat changing. However, where the society is special is they manage to keep their ancestry culture despite the fact that they are changing. So they find a way to accommodate the deep culture with the modern way. One of the things that we can actually be witness to is the fact that it's not necessarily if your material standing better that you become happier. Quite often, people who are still mostly in farming, they may be happier than people that are already well into the middle class society and a very materialistic society. And the reason for that, again, as you go into the middle class society, you tend to develop very, very high expectation that sometimes, despite the fact that you are doing much better financially, it's simply impossible to match the expectation. So again, you have an issue here of the gap between the reality and your expectation. And when you go back in time or to people who are still haven't left the farming society, their expectation and the way they live is the same, and therefore you are witness to people who are superficially are not as well off as the people who left the farming and went into the what we call the modern middle class society, and yet they are happier. Balinese are very, very funny people, very in depth. They also have very, uh, very deep sense of humor. We can understand their jokes; they understand our jokes. So that's another point where we have a very in-depth connection. We have the same sense of humor, the same issues in the same way, and we have a deep connection. So we enjoy living here, being here, and experiencing the situation. The other point that is a mistake of the society, and this is prevalent here in Bali, is that you have a lot of hotels, beautiful resorts that are actually managed by international chains, mostly American brands like Marriott and others. And the mistake is that they are actually importing the international brand of hospitality, whilst Bali is very well known for its own version of hospitality, which is much, much more in-depth and much more authentic, probably than everywhere, or at least most places in the world. So here we have a whole population with countless individuals who are basically the way that they've been brought up and the way that they behave is just wonderful, and people from all over the world want to experience their authentic hospitality, whilst instead of plugging into this talent, we are actually importing foreign hospitality, which may be very, very nice, but perhaps not as authentic and not really the local version of it. So this is what I mean by talent, by untapped talent, or at least partially untapped talent, where we can really go into each individual and find out where is the talent in their personality and maximize it. And whilst you maximize it, you actually create joy. One of the most beautiful things here that I notice is that rather than the usual where you tip somebody, they appreciate it, the same like all over the world, here they get more gratitude if they notice that after they deliver joy to you through their wonderful way of hospitality, and they see satisfaction on your face, that can make the day or make even the week. You can see this is the authenticity of Bali. So this is where we have a very special society that became naturally good in something excellent, and we are tapping to it, but we certainly not maximizing it because we are importing foreign brands into a place that naturally it's probably one of the best in the world. Thank you for joining me, and see you at the next episode.